Alright, we're beginning the movie for 230 Anglin Road. This is the paperwork that's been served to the tenant, Chris Rogers. Here is the residence that we're going to begin working on here. This is a general survey of the yard and the yard pickup and things that need to be done out here. The yard is in generally a good condition. There's very little trash in the front yard all the way up to the fence. And here's the driveway leading up to the house. And we're about to enter the... Alright, this is the front of 230 Anglin Road on the front porch. And there should be furniture removal, and we're about to begin painting. Some of the finishing work that's been done yesterday has been the patching of the walls in the front by the front door. And there still needs to be furniture and other items of Buck Rogers removed from the premises. Everything from Chris Rogers has been removed. Here are the other holes that have been patched in the wall. Here is Buck Rogers' room with all his stuff still here that needs to be moved. But the walls have been fixed according to what Gary Hall, the landlord, has asked and required of the tenant. Okay, this is the tenant's room, Chris Rogers. Painting has begun on this room. This back wall has been repainted, has been covered over. You can see the still frames of the pictures of the room that were taken already. As you can see, this is his room by the mirrors on the right-hand side of the wall adjacent to the closet, and the window is open in the back to the pool. This is to verify that this room has been painted and the walls patched as ordered by the tenant in accordance to the wishes of the landlord and tenant relationship that Chris Rogers has to Gary Hall. Okay, we are now entering the finished room of Chris Rogers. This is the tenant who has hired Servicios para de Casos, or Services for Home, to come in and do touch-up paint and repaint as necessary the walls in his room and various other areas of 230 Anglin Road and the residence here at this address. These are the walls that have been painted and touched up. And this room is nearly completed, 2 or 3 days ahead of schedule. I just kind of wanted to give everyone a view of the room and the closet to show that the room has been painted according to the tenant's requests. Okay, this closes out the segment of Chris Rogers' room, the tenant at 230 Anglin. Okay, this would be the finished room that belonged to Mike in the front of the house, who is also responsible for painting the loft for the old Ink Wizard office. This is still at 230 Anglin Road. I just kind of want to let the camera capture the front room here that was by the kitchen. This is the front room of the house. As you can see, going up the walls have been painted according to the request of Chris Rogers, the tenant who has contracted Servicios para de Casos, or also known as Services for Home. These are the back walls of the room all the way over to the bathroom door. And if you can tell by looking at the camera here, the trim has also been done along with the repainting of the walls. And this is the front room that is adjacent to the kitchen. Okay, we've come to do the final walkthrough at 230 Anglin Road. This would be the front foyer area that the tenant asked and requested to be painted after the holes were patched in the residence. This is the front dining room area. Alright, this is the front dining room area that the tenant requested to be painted. Certain areas were in good shape that they asked not to be painted. Just wanted to get some inside view of the condition of the house in which it was left. The carpets have been vacuumed, free of debris. The bookcase has been dusted and free of debris. Just trying to keep the uniformity of the walls when painting. As you can see right there, I just want to kind of zoom in with everyone. Take a look at the place here. There's mirrors. Had to paint around the mirrors. Here's the back wall here by the bar area. Okay. Here's up above. They requested this not be painted. There's one place where there's some water damage. Mr. Hall needs to be aware that this area leaks. From what I can tell, the house hasn't been painted in probably over 10 years. It's soaked up about 2 or 3 coats of paint for every area that we painted. You could tell that it was spot painted and the trim was done, but the walls had not been rolled. There was places where the paint was cracked, and that was just how old the walls are as far as the paint is concerned on them. I just want to walk down here to the basement and get some footage of it, because I think I have footage of all the other rooms that we've painted. Alright, this would be the basement. Everything's cleared out. Floor is free of debris. We painted these walls up over here. I'm going to try to keep it in its natural light to kind of show the uniformity of the wall. I'll open up the door so that we can look at it with some light. Okay. This is the wall here that had the most lumps and bumps in it, I guess. So try to smooth it out, give it a fresh coat of paint. And also this wall back here. What made painting this house particularly difficult was the color of the paint at the top of the wall. It was actually what is considered to be Hawaiian blue, and the Hawaiian blue color was very difficult to mix in with a very light latex paint. I have taken pictures of the water damage on the ceiling. These things were never maintained by the landlord, and these are not the tenant's responsibility. There will be a list that will accompany these pictures for the court. It'll be itemized, and I'll try and have some other pictures printed up, but this is to show the court that the tenants did their best to make sure that the work was done that was requested by the landlord. These areas have peeled off the ceiling due to condensation over time, and the house hasn't been routinely maintained by the landlord. So we did the best that we could with the materials that he provided, that he requested that the house be painted with. We also painted this closet here. I have pictures of it, I think, that I took, and I'll make sure that I take some with the night mode on so that the court can see that this closet was painted. And I'm going to walk outside really quick just to show the court. This is the back door of the residence. Everything that was in the yard has now been removed. The trailer pictured here is now empty, and the only thing remaining in the front yard is oxygen tanks that have been scheduled to be removed today. They haven't arrived yet. This is a picture of the door that needs to be fixed. The landlord never fixed the door. Here's the piece here that goes there on the bottom part of this door right here in this area. And this concludes the work that's been done on 230 Anglin Place by Servicios para de Casa, or Services for Homes. Thank you for watching.